All right, we're back. Got a PSA submission here, 50 cards. I have seen the market going crazy right now for certain cards that I just have sitting there, so try and take advantage. Also, I've seen that PSA is absolutely destroying people with their grades. Low grades all around, apparently. And also, I'm in the EU, and I just saw something about Trump and EU tariffs and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to try and get these in ASAP in case there are some tariffs and hopefully beat them to it. So we'll start off. Got the Mew. Have graded these before and sold them for decent little profit. And I like this one. The texture on here is super nice. On the back of these, I take these off, but whenever I get a card that I think is gradable, I put my price. This is in Swedish crowns, so that's probably like eight US dollars, and I think it's a 10. What else we got? Another Mew. 25th, 30th anniversary is coming soon. This one was $2. Most of these I've had for a long time. And most of them are like just personal collection stuff. A Lugia, I like this one as well. $9. Big dog. A Drowsy. This is one of my favorite cards, and in English, it's going absolutely crazy. So I have a binder page of this. I have had a 10 before, but I sold it a long time ago. So I need to get this back in the collection before prices in the Japanese go up, which they slowly are, but this one has just been sitting there for a long time. Oh, the fuck is that? Oh, on the card saver. But this would have been $1. Oh, these should be the other way. For the submission, they are in order. Next, a Raichu art rare. This one's just been sitting there for a long time as well. The English one is going up. See what happens. Once again, $1. Most of these art rares I've had for a long time. I buy like 100 lots, or have been in the past, and you get them for like $1 each. So this Groudon, super nice one. English, again, popping off. And it cost me $1. So I don't really see a downside in that. Charmander, 151. 151 is doing crazy things right now. And it cost me $1. Another one. This one cost me $4. So this one would have been more recent. Another Drowsy, just in case the other one doesn't 10. And it cost me $1. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, just going for a sequential here. Oof, expensive. $3. $2. $34, $35. This Magnezone has been just a nightmare for me. I probably have had, or have got, 20 copies of this card. I'm trying to complete my set. I think it's the 10th movie, right? 11th movie, one of them. There's 9 cards in the set. I need this and the Regigigas. So hopefully this one helps me finish, or get one card away from finishing. And it cost me $4.50. Dialga. This one's super nice. I got this one recently. I got a bunch of the sealed promos, but I just saw it on Card Rush, where I got them from. They had like 30 plus copies, sealed copies, and someone has just gone in and brought them all out. So hopefully mine gets a 10 because I want a full set. The Palkia. This one was a little bit more expensive, 50 bucks. I brought a couple each of each promo. Not all of them were like gradable out of the pack. This Chimchar. Scratches on the card saver. The nice swirl on that. I opened a pack. This was the only one. I think this is the middle card. The only one that was not damaged. The Manaphy, this one comes individually sealed. Probably the least desirable one. 15 bucks for that, which is kind of crazy. These are from 2007. You actually had to do something to get these, so you had to compete in Pokemon battles at certain shops and get some points to then be able to redeem them. So Palkia, Dialga again. This one, yeah, this one has something funky going on with the back. I think I don't know if you there. That's a bend for sure, right? Or a little dent. So, but it's not a dent, like it's not indented, but it looks like it. Maybe it is, but I'm gonna try and sneak that one past. Because, I don't know, it's iffy. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that one. Probably gonna get destroyed. But then I'll just crack it out for the binder. This one, a Victory Medal, the stamped promo. This one, much too off-center. Probably gonna get like an 8. But, personal collection one. There is half a swirl in the middle, which is pretty cool. And this one was about $114, so not bad. The back is super clean, it's just centering, so hoping for a 9, but could get destroyed on an 8. The Bubble Mew, had this one for a long time, before the boom. So I guess it's time to get this one in. Cost me $65. The prices are not like super exact because as a EU person, I have to pay import fees on a lot of these cards, which is 25% plus the shipping costs. So I may have only paid, like for example, this Umbreon, maybe I paid 30 bucks for this card, but in reality, my total like all-in cost. I think this is a 9 because it has a tiny bit of whitening somewhere. But obviously pretty hard to see, so who knows. Charizard from V-Star Universe. The Magikarp, this is such a good card. Texture, so good. So 2 of these. One of these was super cheap, $6 from a long time ago. One of these not so cheap. So 298 crowns, so like 30 bucks. Another Magikarp from Triplet Beat. This one is fucking insane. The English one, at least. I've graded multiple of these, sold multiple of them. I have a 10 in my collection. This one was $1. So I would have got these. I used to get them in the 100 card AR lots, which is kind of insane now. So $1. A 9 or a 10. I think there's like a little bit of whitening down the bottom. But can't lose if it cost me $1. More Pikachu, Unagabos. I think these are going up. For the longest time, these were just sitting so cheap sealed. And I've graded a bunch, sold a bunch. I'm getting low on the sealed ones that the centering is good. But a couple more there. They were $28 each. This one I'm probably going to be late to. Giovanni from Hidden Fates. This card has been manipulated like hell. For the longest time, these were like $1, $2. They did spike a lot and then they're coming back down. So I actually brought out my local selling platform. A guy had like 20 for sale. I brought all of them for $8 or $9. That's with my shipping costs and blah, blah, blah. So maybe it was like $7.50. Jesse James, this is one of my all-time favorite cards. I do have a 10. And these ones are like kind of iffy. You can see there's like the texture, like the bubbling of the texture happens on a lot of these cards. So this one's just been sitting there. I think it's a 9 or a 10, but with the price right now, if I get a 10, it's a pretty big increase, and a 9 is still money. Another Giovanni. Trying to get a sequential for the personal. So if I get a sequential, that would be nice. Another Giovanni. This is, to be honest, all personal. Maybe I sell a couple here or there, but not really. Some secret rare Pikachus from Crown Zenith. This card has been very undervalued. Now it's shooting up in price. And very hard to grade in my experience. So I have a couple here, $10, $7, $8. I have brought maybe 30, 40 copies of that, and they are always off center. Pikachu from Celebrations. Another good card. The Celebrations cards are shooting up in price as well. So these ones I brought recently, used to be able to get them for $4. This was $13. Venusaur, same thing, shooting up in price. Blastoise, $8 there. The Charizard, $85 on this. So I am trying to get a sequential for my set. Right now I have maybe just not a Venusaur and a 10, but they're not sequential. So I'm trying to add that. Venusaur, a Blastoise. Another Pikachu. And then the SM210 promo, which is possibly my favorite card of all time, maybe. This is from the Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box. I have gone through 50, 60 copies of this card now. A bunch of 10s, a bunch of 9s, and also selling sealed ones. But the price on these is just going crazy. I was selling 10s for like $70. I'm all out. And now they're like 150 or something. So these ones are all going back into my personal collection because I have none left. And I love this card. So I'm hoping a couple 10s in here to keep in the collection, because this card is, although there's a shit ton of these, it's a unique card, right? They haven't done this. Again, the Stained Bird. The Japanese version is super hard to pull and super expensive. And the English version has been super undervalued. Maybe not undervalued because there's a ton of them, but I was buying them for like $7 a card. But these, I brought like 13 of these recently from the same guy for that price, $27 each. So there's 5 more. I probably have like 10 more, I think, are gradable. Last couple cards. Charizard from Shining Fates. I think this card's going to go up again. Probably is at the moment. But $82 for that, whenever I paid for that. I have a 9 in my collection, the card I pulled myself. I just want to add a 10. A Sylveon. I got this from the same guy who was selling the promos. And this was $53 recently. And this sells, I think it's over $200 right now in a 10, which I think the evolutions and hidden fates, just because it was printed to the ground, is like overlooked now, but such a good set. And I think one day, hopefully soon, it just skyrockets because it's such a good set. And lastly, a Pikachu with the grey felt hat. This one I got for $57. Must have been quite some time ago. Got a 9 there just because the corners on these cards are always shit. I have got a 10 already, but... And there's also this like inking on the border there. So if this gets a 10, I'm selling this and I want to get basically some victory medals, the Pikachu victory medals, to add to the collection. So that's the plan with the grey felt hat, if that 10s. So 50 cards, not anything like too spectacular in here, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Hopefully we beat Trump to the tariffs. We'll see.